Salutations wet shavers, Spencer here for another shave video. I'm going to be reviewing something that I've been super excited to do. One, because it's on a different soap base that I'm used to as of late. And two, it is coffee. It's got the scent of coffee. So what this is the Shavers Club, Global Shave Club. Sheldon Quinn, he's the president. He kindly sent this over to me. It's decaffeinated coffee. It's very, very sweet, smells awesome, and it is a glycerin-based soap. And I did ask him what was the reason for glycerin-based soaps. I've always been sort of curious about them and why, and because to me, tallows have always performed better. Even a lot of the vegan soaps have better performance to me than the glycerins. What he said is that he wanted something that didn't require a lot of water. He was saying he knows that quite a lot of the market are really trying to hold back on water, so he wants something that explodes with lather really quickly, really easily. So he said nothing does that better than glycerin-based soaps. So we're going to be testing that. I've got my little Smoke 1470 here. I'll be using this, I'm going to try to do it all month for every weekday. I'm not sure how that's going to go because I've got a couple of brushes coming in. But any brush I can use on weekends. So I'll probably try use them then, just like that darn Rob that I just put up. If you haven't seen that, jump back onto the Motherload review just to check it out. It's such a different knot, feels incredible. If you love 3 bands, just pick one up, they're fantastic. So yeah, I'll let you pause, jump back and watch that, and then come back to this video. All right, if you said, nah, stuff you mate, I just want to watch this video, that's fine. So, Sheldon Quinn, this is glycerin-based soap. Absolutely incredible. It's got a coffee scent to it, so it had my name all over it straight away. I think it's called the Barista soap, something like that. So just a couple of small flicks with the soap. Ready? I'm gonna palm lather it. I've done one test lather and he's not wrong. It doesn't take a lot of water. There is little water on here and I can't actually do it up here because I'll be making too much mess. But I'll do a couple of little swirls. I flicked most of the water out and it's just exploded. And it does actually say on the package, explodes with lather. And he is not wrong in the slightest. I'm so sorry, it's just in a little sort of paper sleeve, the soap. So I can't show you the ingredients. So I threw it out like an idiot. But yeah, Global Shave Club, the Barista soap. It's already caked up my whole hand. And what I immediately feel straight away is the density in the lather, which I'm not used to with a lot of glycerin-based soaps. So I'm not sure if there's some clays or something in here. I'm so stupid for throwing out the ingredients. But yeah, that just feels incredible. The density of this lather I was not expecting, so I was very pleasantly surprised when I did a test lather of this soap. It smells good. It does have that coffee smell to it. It's not like rich espresso or something like that, if you're an espresso drinker, which 90% of you won't be. But it's not that big, bold espresso like I've always wanted. I've not tried one soap that smells like just straight espresso, which I just really want so bad. 1470, this is a tiny little 21mm brush with like a 45mm loft or something. It's quite small. We have a lot of soap caked up in a little brush. I've got 1 day's growth here, and I have been doing against the grain just about every day now. So I've been going milder with my razors, but against the grain, and it's been working quite well. I've got a couple of spots here, and I've got one here. I've never had a spot on my lip, but I've got one here. But it's not painful or anything. It's just my skin, not used to the extra trauma, obviously, of going against the grain, which I was expecting, but I was expecting a lot more than what I've actually gotten, so I'm quite happy. What I did notice with this soap as well, you got to be really careful with the water content. One downside, in my opinion, for glycerin soap bases, they are quite finicky in terms of water content. They're not very thirsty, but if you nail the lather, it works really well. Normally the slickness over the passes, this is all just from what I've used. I've not shaved with this, so I've got no idea. But from my experience with glycerin-based soaps, the residual slickness is nice, but the post-shave almost makes your skin feel sticky. I know that glycerin's very good for the skin, but just from my experience, to me, it feels like it dries it out. It's probably just really moisturized and hence the stickiness, but you know, maybe I'm putting something else on my face. Anyway, we're going Rex Ambassador today. I've not gone against the grain with this one in probably a week. So I'm gonna put it on to setting 2.5. It's on setting 2.5. Then I'll knock it back to 2 on the second and then 1 on the last. So it's got a Bic chrome on its second use. And these blades are just as sharp as a feather on its second use. Sorry, the Bic on its second use is as sharp as a feather on its first. So they're really, really cool blades. If you've not been following me with this razor, I didn't have very good first impressions of this razor. Build quality is exceptional, absolutely incredible. It's one of the best looking razors that I got. But the shaves I was getting was quite rough. So then what I tried to do was do an angle like this, which is very steep. Normally I'm at about here with razors, but I'm about here with the Rex. So if you've got a Rex and you find it uncomfortable, try it at an angle similar to that. It's quite an aggressively geared razor, but every setting has its place. 1 isn't too mild and 6 isn't too aggressive. But I'll just give you a comparison. The Gillette Slim I use on setting 5, and on this one I use on 2.5. But this one does have 9 settings versus 6 on this one. But against the grain, I go into setting 1. And I think once I get my technique down of actually going against the grain, because I'm not used to it, then it's going to be a fantastic razor. But yeah, I was not sold on it for the first few shaves. God, I love these blades. Bic Chrome Platinums, fantastic. I know Manny over at SoCal Shave, he doesn't get on with the thin, sharp blades, or just thin blades in general. He gets on better with the thicker blades. So if you don't get along with feathers and what else are thin, sharp blades? These Bics, then try a Kai, because they are very thick blades. That's normally if you've got super, super coarse beard. I've got wiry hair. I wish there was menthol in this. I'm pretty sure Stubble Trouble did a soap called Up and Atom. Pretty sure that had menthol in it. This brush is ridiculous. Softer than any Omega that I've used. And I've probably only used this about 3 times. In my Omegas I've used probably about 30 times each. And this is just far softer. So if you're looking for a brand for me to recommend, I'm going to recommend a Samoga over an Omega. But I've got a couple more from each brand in a trade, so hopefully they'll come soonish. And I'm starting to feel a tingle, actually. So fingers crossed nothing happens. Across the grain to the nose. Got to be really careful with the pressure with the Rex as well, because it is quite a heavy razor. You've really got to be light on the touch, otherwise this razor will bite you. In irritation, not in cuts. It's not going to rip your face off or anything. I don't want to scare people from razors. It's really nice though, really good. The actual performance of the soap is awesome, really slick. Residual slickness is awesome. But yeah, I think I'm getting a tingle, I'm not too sure. Third pass will be the telltale. Also, a guy that I noticed commenting on my videos. Didn't even notice, but he makes shaving videos. I went and checked him out. Holy crap, he's awesome. Kai Triska, look him up. K-A-I-T-R-I-S-K-A. Kai Triska. If you're a straight razor shaver, check him out. He's got really high-end software and hardware. He's got the Savarow, which I think is the only brush he's used at the moment. So he's been looking at other options for brushes. I'm not sure if you can see there a couple of spots. It's nothing major, but it's there. So I might, I was going to use Nivea Too Faced, but I might have to use Barbado today. That's crazy, eh? One shave without Barbado, and I've got these. I used the Supply Razor and the Paraso Red aftershave yesterday with the Tather of Old Bond Street Sandalwood cream. And it's nothing against the post shaver, it's just, I don't know what it is. My skin, I know, is very sensitive, so it might just always need Barbado. It's nuts. Yeah, I'm just sort of gobsmacked by that, because it was a beautiful shave, felt really good, and it wasn't even super efficient. The Supply Razor just is not as efficient as this Rex Ambassador or this. This is my favorite at the moment, the Hone. It has got quite a bit of drag on it. I know Chris was noting that with the Mongoose, that it had a bit of drag. Well, quite a lot of drag, he said, so I'll be looking for that. But that is my best shaving razor, even though it has some drag. The drag worried me at the start, but now after using it lots, doesn't worry me at all. Alright. Leaving the soap on here, it's very, very hydrating. My skin feels incredible. I'll wipe it off and see how it feels. I know that glycerin is very good for the skin, so that feels better than any other glycerin-based soap. I think you can even see just on my skin how, I know it's wet, but you know what I mean? It just feels a lot better. All right, against the grain. We'll see how we go. just trying to pull up any sort of ingrown hairs that are on my neck. Still a little 21mm ball, holding plenty enough lather for 3 passes. I think this could be a reaction though. I am starting to feel a touch of a tingle, but it's not painful, it's just lingering, which is annoying because it is sort of a turn off. So this might have to be packaged up and piffed somewhere. But it smells good. It's not a very strong scent strength. I would want a punchier scent. Man, I want someone to do a raw espresso scent. I know that Reef Point soaps do, but I haven't seen that available. They've discontinued it. So Power Hammer by Through the Fine Soap Crafts or something. Through the Fine Soap Craft, something like that. They did a root beer and espresso. That was the best scent ever. That thing's incredible. Setting 1 on the Rex, going against the grain. Just be aware, this is something that I've only been doing the past maybe 4 days. Been watching horror movies with Courtney today. It's been a good day, just a relaxing one. I've got some curried sausages on. I don't know how Paul H does it so well, on the chin. I don't grow much on the lip, so I don't try as hard there. But on the chin, it's annoying. That's my against the grain there. I struggle with this side, I'm not sure why. I think it's technique. It has to be if it's comfortable on one side, not the other. I think it is a tingle. Lots of residual slickness though, really nice. Alright, I'll go over my face with some alum to seal up this bad boy and just see how it sort of feels. Alrighty, decent shave. Other than the slight tingle, which is annoying. Oh, wow. I've not had a glycerin-based soap feel this good after the shave. That's really, really nice. Take out what's left in this brush. Still a decent bit there, enough for plenty of touch-ups. It's really shocked me. Because a couple of other boars I've owned sort of hog the lather a little bit. Hog the lather. Pun certainly intended. But this Does not at all. 1470. Beautiful. Awesome brush. Alright, we're going to go over it with Omega alum stick. Nothing. Oh yeah, a little bit there. A little bit on the cheeks, not a lot. Just enough to know that I got a close shave. Really close shave. This BBS stuff is really freaking me out. Oh yeah, a little bit under there. Which is one of my least confident areas against the grain, just trying to hold that angle. Sorry about the noise of it juddering around, it's starting to get smaller. So it's banging around inside the little container. Definitely going to be using some Barbados today. Hopefully that'll clear up the skin. I'm thinking it will. Just cleaning off the puck. Rex Ambassador. Nice. Very good. And in photos, God, it looks nice. It turns out real well in photos. This is by far the best post shave I've ever used. Nothing comes close in my opinion. I just love this stuff. I'm going to try putting less on because otherwise I'm going to run out real quick. Unless I become like a Barbados ambassador or something. Free Barbados. Oh, that feels good. Just let the skin tighten up and then I'll wash the alum off. Just dry the brush. We'll just dry the brush. It's very sort of low maintenance ball brush too. Because of the low loft, it dries real quick. Look at that. It's a small brush though. I'll put it next to another brush. This is an Omega small 24mm. I mean, this is not a big brush. And it's smaller than that. It's bigger than the Mighty Midget though. Still bigger than the Mighty Midget. Mighty Midget's still got the same size loft and knot diameter though. Right, face is tightening up lots now. We'll wipe it off. Alrighty. Wipe that all up. Don't know why I did that. Barbados aftershave. Sweet orange. There's a big old smack of alcohol and jojoba oil. Bit of burn. Nothing crazy. If you've ever tried like orange scented vodka, sort of like that, it just feels amazing on the face. Just the right amount of oils in there just to keep it really, really feeling great. We'll run through what we used today. We used Global Shave Club coffee shaving bar. We used the incredible Rex Ambassador. It used to be such an average razor, but instead of shaving like this, I shave like that. All fix my problems. Fantastic razor. Smoke 1470. Absolutely killer little brush. If you can score one of these, they're not expensive at all. Buy one. Incredible. Awesome little travel brush. And I'm happy to use this just about every day. Absolutely awesome. Breaking in really nicely. Smokes This one felt incredible right out of the box. I know some Omegas, I've felt pretty iffy about them first go, but every Samoga I've tried has been awesome straight away. I've got a really limited edition one on its way. It's probably, I think, end of this month, I think. I can't wait for that. That's going to be a wicked brush. I'm really excited for that one. Use Barbado, best post shave in the world. So good. Love this stuff. What a shave. Going against the grain. Just feels awesome. So much closer. You guys take care. Stay safe. Stay positive. Keep smiling. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.